better sources with credibility to their name than you had in this first piece, which was horrendous. And then the second part of the equation here again. I think I mentioned this, it was either yesterday or the day before. It's time to cut all this bullshit out. I mean, look, I'm tired of this. It is why I have been sounding the alarms for years. Okay? Telling people to stop living in a time and in a place, as far as college football is concerned, that doesn't exist now and hasn't existed in so many years. So what if I, as a booster, hand a kid $300? So what? Is that going to affect his performance on the field? Are you going to get, as a college football fan, any less satisfaction or enjoyment out of watching a player that I gave $300 to help him out, to buy books, to buy food, to help pay his rent, to help get an oil change on his car, to fly home for the weekend to see his family? Who gives a rat's ass? I mean, this incredible freaking out over, players getting some perks here and there. My goodness, they are indentured servants to begin with. This is a pittance. So what? A player got $500, $1,000. That's a pittance compared to what the university's making, compared to what the head coach is making, compared to what the athletic director's making, compared to what the assistant coaches are making. Oh, Dino, you start introducing this kind of stuff, it's the Wild West out there in college football, man. You're going through a threshold where things are going to turn upside down, sideways, and all kinds of discombobulation, and who knows what's going to happen. And folks, we've been there. It's going on now. That situation with that environment and atmosphere has been part and parcel of college football for years. Like I told you yesterday, well, you start paying some players, you get 50 or 60 universities that are the cream of the crop, and they've got all the advantages, and who knows what's going to happen, and the division between the haves and the have-nots is going to be so wide and so vast and so great. And you don't realize as you foolishly pound your fist on the desk and you tell me you can't do this, it's going to destroy college football, the haves and the have-nots. We've been having the haves and the have-nots for years and years and years now, and the divide is only going to get wider. Listen, if these two stooges who wrote this piece for Sports Illustrated had OSU dead to rights here, I'd say, hey, hell of a job. Hell of a job. Great job. I don't care. I mean, I don't care that the players are getting money. I think they should get money. I think they should be allowed to accept gifts and trinkets and cars and cash and whatever. But I would say, great job. Boy, this was terrific. A 10-month investigation. Look at the names that they've got on the record. People willing to talk. Credibility runs throughout the entire thread of the piece. Smoking gun here, smoking gun there. Where there's smoke, there's fire. All that other cliche-ish bullshit. Okay? But I can't give these guys any kind of compliments. I think this is one of the worst pieces of reporting I've ever seen done in my life, and I cannot believe that Sports Illustrated... Kaplan, go to the Sports Illustrated website right now. Do they still have this up front page, part one?
They do. Front and center.
Shame on Sports Illustrated. Shame on Sports Illustrated. Oh, and then I get people who are telling me in the last 24 hours that this guy is a... did Thayer Evans go to Oklahoma? Is one of the writers of this piece, is he an Oklahoma alum? I mean, that just adds to the intrigue a little bit, doesn't it? That maybe a little bit of an axe to grind here. Hey, let me tell you something. The Oklahoma football program is bigger than the Oklahoma State football program. And if this stuff is going on in Stillwater, as I said before, what's going on in Gainesville? What's going on in Tuscaloosa? What's going on in Ann Arbor? What's going on in Columbus? What's going on in Austin? What's going on in Knoxville? What's going on in Tallahassee? What's going on in Athens? On and on and on and on we go. If the NCAA hadn't a clue, again, Mark Emmert, the president, clean your office out. We have a new sheriff in town. It's Thayer Evans, and that son bitch don't play games. He got OSU. He nailed them to the cross. 10-month investigation while your NCAA, Mark Emmert, didn't know what the hell was going on, boy. Does anyone believe right now? Do you believe that players at Georgia are not getting paid? Do you believe that players at Georgia are not being given perks? Clemson, Florida State, Texas, Texas A&M, Columbus. Do you believe players are not being given perks in some way, shape, or form, whether it's money, cars, women, drinks, jobs that really aren't jobs? Do you really believe that this is not going on in college football? Again, I read through the thing and I said, what's the story here? Shocking? Not even mildly surprising. Don't even bring the word shocking into it. I tell you, I would imagine such a piece was vetted by SI lawyers. But I got to tell you, the read is so full of holes. And again, mostly every single, if not every single one, of the star witnesses in the piece had truncated careers as college football players at Oklahoma State and Stillwater, Oklahoma, and left the program for one reason or another. Man, oh man, oh man. The sports media in America, is this what it's been reduced to? Apparently so. Oh, apparently so. And Oklahoma State is now, according to one of the pieces I read in the newspaper out of Stillwater this morning, they've created a separate website to answer many of the allegations in the story by SI. So this is what we have. We have two players who were quoted in the story or who were alleged to have received money in the story who are now deceased. We have a mother hen who apparently and allegedly, Les Miles, when he was there, shooed players in her direction for cars and cash, and if she needed her Christmas tree removed from the attic, she paid, what, $600 for that? She's dead, okay? She's dead too. Les Miles is at LSU, all right? And all the players who were still alive who made these wild accusations against the program were all kicked off the team for a variety of reasons. And now we've got former players who played with all these players who were all kicked off the team for a variety of reasons, all refuting what was said. So, listen, I don't know what the problem is here. Why would I look at this story with a skeptical eye at all? Why? What a joke. What a joke. I'm disappointed in SI more than anything. Disappointed that they allowed this to go through. It's a travesty. It's a travesty, and Sports Illustrated's reputation takes a hit here. Unfortunately, it does. And Kaplan made a call to both of the individuals who put this story together. Have either one of them returned your call, returned your email, anything?
No, nothing. And Thayer did go to Oklahoma. Big Oklahoma fan.
Okay, so throw another log on the fire. All the players kicked off the team who were the star witnesses in the piece. The mother hen is dead. Darrent Williams is dead. Les Miles is at LSU. And one of the story's authors went to Oklahoma and is a big Sooners fan. No, there's nothing here. Now, this is a terrific report here. Oh, this is a great report. Man. Man, oh man. 866-522-2846. 866-522-2846. This is the Dino Costa Show. It's Dino in the morning. It's here on the Dino Costa Radio Network, Sirius 92 and XM 208. Kaplan is producing in New York, yours truly across North America and around the world. From the greatest states in America, it's Wyoming, USA. And yes, Mr. Joshua made it into the studio on time here today. With you till 11 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 8 a.m. Kicking it out west. I'm back with more great stuff as we're off and winging the third of 5 award-winning and blockbuster endeavors here and now. Dino Costa with you in the morning on Sirius XM Radio. It don't get any better than that, baby. I'm back with more great stuff, I promise, right after this.